Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I harvest worm castings. Now there's a lot of different ways that you can harvest worm castings, but this is how I do it. So first I'm going to scoop the worms and the fertilizer out of here, put it into my sifter, sift it into this bin, and what's going to happen is I'm going to put all the worms up in the front. And then I'm going to grab my ripped up cardboard, put a layer of this down. I'm going to layer it with paper shreds, and then I'm going to layer it with peat moss. And what I'm going to do after that is put some food in there. And so we juice, meaning that we use a juicer, we use kale and broccoli and all this stuff that we throw in our juicer, and this is what we have left, and this is what we feed our red wigglers with. So after we're all done, this is what it looks like. This is our fertilizer. This is what some call black gold because of the fertilizer is so good. Look at it. You can see how well this fertilizer looks. It really does well with plants. So I'm going to go through this and show you the process. Okay, I got done harvesting the worm castings, and now I had put the red wiggler worms to the front of the bin with some of the larger chunks. Now what I'm going to do is layer. By the way, I got my wife's gloves on and I'm using them. I couldn't find mine. Shh. Don't tell no one. So I'm going to put a layer of these in here, and then I'm going to have to dampen them after I get a nice layer in here, because you need to have this moist. So you get this pretty moist here. And then we're going to put a layer of our shredded paper. And we're going to moisten this. With my sprayer that I put together with a water bottle, and I had a nozzle laying around. It doesn't screw on, that's why I'm holding it like this. Make sure it's nice and damp. You don't want to get it too wet though. After you do this a couple times, you'll be able to get it just right. Now I'm going to put the peat moss on top. Okay. Now we're going to moisten this a little bit. Again, this is going to take some practice. You don't want to have it soaking wet where you could wring out water, but at the same time you want to have it moist. And with practice you'll get the hang of it. And this is how I do it. Okay, now that I harvested the worm castings, I came over here and put the cut up cardboard paper shavings, peat moss, and now I dug out a little bit in the corner. I made a bed with the shredded paper, and I put our leftovers from when we juiced the pulp in one corner, and now I'm going to cover it up with shredded paper. And I always do it in a corner, and what I do is I have a rock here, actually I think it's melted glass, that I put on top here because this will get all turned into dirt. This will all get turned into our fertilizer here, and it'll be, sometimes it's hard to remember where we put the food, and I'd like to do this so I could switch corners. And then from here, what I do is I'm going to sprinkle a little worm chow. And what this is whole wheat flour, cornmeal, and our very own eggshells that we smash up very small powder. And I sprinkle this all around. And then what I do is put the lid back on. And we put holes all through the lid. And I'm going to spray this a little bit. Get this a little bit moist here. And then I'm going to put the lid on, and that's how we do it. And this is our end result right here. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe and watch for more videos, and watch what we plan on doing in the future. And please like us, and see you next time. Thank you.